By the way, didn't they do awesome?
Yeah.
That's yours. Peter calling to remembrance saith unto him, Master, behold, the fig tree which thou cursed is withered away. Next. Jesus answering said unto him, have faith in God. That's your key. Have faith in God. You're chosen, so have faith in God.
Amen.
This is our time. The bush is on fire. He has spoken because we turned aside. But you must have faith in God. Somebody shout, have faith.
Have faith
In God.
in God.
This side over shout, have faith.
In God. In God. In God.
Come on, somebody. Y'all are sitting out there. Some of you just looking. You're not participating at all. Everybody on this side.
In God.
That's where it's at. Next verse. For verily I say unto you that whosoever shall say unto this mountain, be thou removed and be thou cast into the sea, and shall not doubt in his heart, but shall believe that those things which he saith shall come to pass, he shall have whatsoever he saith. So you got to have faith in God. Somebody shout, have faith in God.
Have faith in God.
And then you have a mountain that's against you. You have impossibilities against you. You have uncertainties that are against you. You have questions and circumstances. You have health situations, mental situations, emotional situations, financial situations, relationship situations. They're mountains, and it seems like I can't get by, I can't get around, I can't get over, I can't get under, I can't come through it. But I'm telling you, if you'll have faith in God, if you'll have faith in God, if you have a mountain and you will not doubt in your heart.
Amen.
See, doubt is that part of you that says, I don't know if it'll happen. Well, I'll try, but I don't know if it'll come to pass. Well, I don't know. I've tried, but I've sacrificed, and it just doesn't seem like it's working. And it's dreary now, and it's dark now, and it's raining now, and I don't know if I'm ever going to get there. And it seems like they're going away, and they're not getting closer, and I just don't know. That's doubt. But to have faith in God means you're getting rid of your doubt. See, watch this. When you get doubt, you start to worry. And when you worry, you get rid of faith. And when you get rid of faith, you allow your doubt and your worry to take over. But Jesus said, if you have this mountain and you won't doubt in your heart, you know what that heart is? That's not that heart that pumps blood. That's not that heart that keeps you alive as long as it's beating. That's not that heart that's right there in your chest. He's talking about the heart where you make your decisions, where you make your choices. That heart that you reason in. That place in your intellectual mind. That's the place he's talking about. He's saying, you have faith in God. You got a mountain. You can't get around it. You can't get through it. You can't get under it. You can't go around. He's saying, even if you can't go over it, all you got to say is, I'm not having doubt. I'm going to have faith in God. And I'm going to speak to my mountain. And I'm saying, mountain, you got to get up and be cast into the sea. And Jesus said, if you can do that, he Your business don't have to crash and burn. Come on, your health doesn't have to crash and burn. Woo! Somebody shout, yeah! Woo! Lord have mercy. I feel Jesus in this. What's the next verse? You got to have faith in God. You have a mountain, but you have no doubt. And so with no doubt, with no worry, you speak to the mountain. So you'll have what you ask. Watch. Therefore I say unto you, what things soever ye desire, when you pray, believe that you receive them, and ye shall have them.
Amen.
Now, the word here is when. When you pray. He doesn't tell us how often to pray. He doesn't tell us when to pray. He doesn't tell us how to pray. He just says when. Hey, I'm talking to somebody right now. You got relationships in your life that have gone south. You don't understand them. I'm telling somebody right now. There's only two genders. Now watch this before you throw stones at me. Watch this. The Bible simply says He created them male and female. And that's it. There's none of these others.
Amen.
And when people die, and I filled out many of those, and what do? It just says male or female. I haven't seen one yet. And all that other. Are y'all hearing me? And you're up against the wall. And what am I doing? My kids here, my family here, my friends here, my job here, my health here, my wealth over here, and my future and my ministry, and I don't know what. And I'm here to tell you, you got to get rid of your doubt. Don't you go to your problem with a doubt. Don't go to your problem with worry. Don't go because you're projecting that. And when you project that, you're not believing that. But when you come in and you say, hey, darling, I want to tell you something. Sugar pie, sit down. I want to tell you something. When you say, hey, I want to tell you, God is love. And God loves everybody. But at the same time, He ain't going to put up with no junk. Somebody say yeah. So you speak with faith. You speak. And when you speak with faith, there's no room for doubt. The man in the Bible said, I believe, but help thou my unbelief. What he was saying was, I believe it, but I got some doubt. God, help me get rid of it. And what did God do? He showed up. Come on, somebody. If you will get on fire, if you'll get your hands on the plow, if you look hell in the eye, if you tell your flesh, you're going down. I'm not doubting. I'm coming with faith. Somebody shout faith. So he said, whatsoever things you desire. What do you desire? What kind of breakthrough? What kind of ministry? Where's God calling you? What has God called you to be? What has God put in your heart to do? What has God given you? Hey, what kind of job is it? What kind of ministry is it? What kind of relationship is it? I'm here to tell you, you make up in your mind. My desire, I'm coming with a heart desire. I'm coming seek ye first the kingdom of God and His righteousness. And He said He will give it to you. Don't you put God put God before everything. Watch me. Watch me. He says, whatsoever things you desire, keep God your first. When you pray, but too many of us pray when they're throwing us in the den full of lions. Too many of us pray when they're binding our hands to throw us in a fiery furnace. Too many of us wait to pray till they're nailing us to a cross. Too many of us wait to pray until the doctors have come in and said, there's no hope. It's over. You got 2 months to live. Then it's time to get in the prayer closet. Hey, I had a friend of mine. His daddy hung around church for years and years and years. His kids were raised in the church, but he never prayed. He never went. And at the University of Texas in the early 1960s, when Whitman walked to the top of the tower and took out that high-powered rifle and started shooting and picking off men and women and young people one by one, that man's son walked out of one of the buildings and was cut down by a bullet, and his leg in the hot sun, and anybody tried to get near him, that Mr. Whitman would shoot away and keep the police and keep the EMT and first responders away from him. And as the boy lay there, he said, I heard my daddy in the shadows praying. I never heard him pray in all my life. I never heard him pray. But in the shadows, he saw it on television. He saw what was going on. He made his way to where his son was. And he couldn't get to it. But in the shadows, for the first time, he was praying. The scripture says God will prepare you a prayer room. Because everybody's going to pray sooner or later. The Bible says every knee shall bow and every tongue shall confess. Come on, everybody's going to. I don't want to wait till it's too late. I don't want to wait till my son's laying out here with a bullet in his back. I don't want to wait until, hey, when you pray, pray now. When you pray, pray on time. When you pray, pray every day. When you pray. This is when you pray, believe that you receive it. So when you pray, you're thanking God. Thank you for my health. Thank you for my wealth. Thank you for my relationships. Thank you for the blessings. Thank you, Lord, I have it. And that's why Isaiah said, before you ever prayed, he heard your prayer and he's answered it. You pray for that son and daughter. Don't just pray one time and forget it. Don't just pray, just going through the motions. Somebody get emotional when you pray. Somebody say, I'm not by myself. Hey, God, I need you. I want you. And ye shall have them. Wow. That's the kind of faith I'm talking about today. That's the kind of, when you're chosen, when you have had the burning bush, but you turn aside, and that's when God speaks. Oh, we got to turn aside. Today, you're chosen because you're here. Today, the bush is on fire and you've come to see what it is. But now you're turning aside and God's wanting to speak to you. Amen. I challenge you. Let's all stand. But I challenge you. Do not stay there in that comfortable seat. Do not just hang back and let what you felt dissipate with the cry of time. Now I got to go. No, because you were chosen. And God has a burning bush. Now you've turned aside. And God is speaking to you. If that is true, I want you just to get up and come down here. Don't stay back there. Get up. Oh, I know. Yeah, I know. I've heard pastor. I've heard preaching all my life. Yeah, I've been there. Okay. You know, at a ball game, you're cheering. Come on. Hey, your kid is playing. Well, here you're the one playing. And your heavenly Father is cheering you on. Make that choice. Get up and come here to the front. Come on, come quickly. Don't let anybody come by themselves. Grab them and go with them. The brother was in church for the very first time. They checked him out at the insane asylum, where he had blown his mind on drugs. That's where they had taken him. And the prognosis was he'll never get better. This is how he is. It's for the rest of his life. And while I was preaching, that brother jumped up on his feet on the bench and started howling like a monkey, making all kinds of racket noise. They had to carry him out. The brother that brought him came to me after and said, "What about my brother?" I said, "Here's what you do. You get the Bible on cassette." That was that long ago. It's on cassette, and you start playing it on cassette in his room, where he hears it day by day by day by day, every day. And you don't get weary. And when you pray, you believe that God's healing him. And I said, when you play the Word of God, you pray the New Testament where it's Jesus speaking. Right. Let it be the spoken word of Jesus Christ. And they took me up on it. And it was 2 or 3 years of just the spoken word of Jesus Christ. 24/7. When the boy was asleep, it was there. He was probably 18, 19, or 20 years old. And there it was. And it was over and over and over. I want to tell you something. That boy that was in the crazy hospital, his mind was shot, stood right over here the third weekend of the revival.
Yes.
He stood right over here with his wife and his grown son. And he's in his right mind. He was healed. Hold on, you haven't heard the best. The son not only is pursuing business, but ministry. And the dad was standing over there. And he said, "You wouldn't believe it, preacher, but in the middle of all that word being spoken, something came into my room and spoke peace into my spirit. And my mind returned. Today he owns his own business.
Amen.
He is an elder in his church in San Antonio. And he is a ministry leader in his church. And his wife too. I'm telling you, I don't care what it is. I don't care what it is. Hallelujah. God's getting ready to fill people with the Holy Ghost. God's getting ready to heal people. I'm telling you right now, God's getting ready to turn you loose. You're saying, but wait a minute, my ministry. But I'm here to tell you, have faith in God. And when you pray, believe it. Hallelujah. Ministers, elders,